ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆನ್ಷನ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರದ್ರಾ? ಇವತ್ತು ಬರೀತೀರಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಫ್ರೈಡೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆನ್ಷನ್ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಫ್ರೈಡೆ ಫ್ರೈಡೆ ಸಿ ಸೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತಮ್ಮ. ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಬರೀತೀನಿ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, ಫ್ರೈಡೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು, ಏನಾದ್ರು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇದೆಯಾ ಫ್ರೈಡೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಂತ. ಸರಿ, ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Okay, we'll start with the 19th December paper. So 78 MPs were suspended. Okay. So anyway, this is not good for democracy. If they do like this, they have the other options. Correct. So they can be, means you can have adjourn option is there, adjourn, and you can expel the members temporarily out of the house. But it is very difficult for them because and what they are demanding is not wrong also. So discuss about the security breach. So what is wrong in it? Discussion. Instead of that, so they are suspending. Okay. That's all. Speaker only can suspend. Yeah. Yes. So this is okay. Previously also, when they were in opposition, they also did all these protests and all, did not enter the house. Correct. Okay. So that is like we need to respect the opposition. Okay. And another thing, like what is the like, can MPs be suspended? This is not the first time. Okay. So it is like they're playing the match. You did, I will do. You did, I will do. It is like, you have done mistake, I will also do mistake. So that is not correct. Okay. So on the same topic, a blow for the rights of the legislature in lawmaking. No, this is about governance issue. Okay. We have discussed exactly all the points in this when the news was there. Okay. So only left option is a reservation of bill with the president. So governor is having powers, veto powers. That means say no to the bill or uh, send it for the reconsideration or give it to president. Okay. But after the judgment, after the recent judgment, it is very clear that he don't have any withholding power. In theory, it may be like withholding power. In reality, it is no withholding power. At max, once he can send a bill and later he must accept. On that day only we discussed. If not this, they have another tool, that is keeping all the bills with the president. Okay. Editor is also saying the same thing. Okay. But that article 200, does it talk about can he keep all the bills with the president? No. Okay. Wherever it is taking the powers of the like high court, like federal features, only in such cases it can. But you don't know, right? Interpretation means, no, I am keeping, after the interpretation only will come to know. So they will misuse. Okay. They will say that, yes, for that purpose only I'm keeping. That's why now with the governor, that he will always keep the bills for president. So that is how, a blow for the rights of the legislature. Means law making body is legislature. Whatever they do, so it is not going to be accepted easily, means there is a blow for the rights of the legislature in lawmaking. Okay. Ignore that. Okay. So CJ gave a creative interpretation of the article 200. Creative interpretation because it was vague. So governors were using in their own way. So they gave a creative interpretation, that is, after being passed by the state legislature, is presented to him for his assent. New interpretation relates to real meaning of the first provision of the Article 200, which says that governor may send the bill back to the assembly with request for reconsideration of the bill as a whole or certain provision thereof. Okay. So it only sticks to this point. There are multiple options, you know that. He can accept, that is no problem at all. He can withhold, he can send back the bill, or pocket veto, or sending the bill to the president. 4 options. But out of 4, okay, so there was no pocket veto and president reservation. So it is mixed. Sending means is as good as pocket veto. So there is no meaning with respect to government. So withholding and sending the bill back. Earlier withholding option was used, and sending bill and also keeping with the press. But that pocket veto, like he is keeping it for longer period without taking any action. So that was not good for the democratic setup. So they said that no, you don't have that power. You have to take the decision as soon as possible. Again, no time limit was put. Again, what is the meaning of as soon as possible? There is no time limit. It further says, if the assembly after such reconsideration passes the bill with or without amendment, governor shall not withhold assent from the bill. Yes, he must give the assent to the bill. Earlier, even the famous like D.D. Basu, you know that you'll study that book also. So they held the view that governor's power to withhold assent under this article has finality about it. The interpretation was earlier like whatever the governor says, that is final. That means if he says no to the bill means no. But new interpretation says no, even if they say no, again if the house sends it back, then you must accept it. Okay. So even the earlier interpretation, okay. And once assent is withheld, bill dies a natural death. Now that is not the say. It will not die. Again, it will come back. They were also of the view that option of sending the bill back to assembly for reconsideration under first proviso is discretionary. Now this is not discretionary. You must send the bill back. See, now there is a clear difference between president veto power and governor veto power. Till now we are saying the same. Now after this judgment, it is a different scenario. So it is not discretionary. In prelims they will ask. That's why I am highlighting. Sending the bill back to the house is a discretionary power of the governor. Like this, they will ask. Is it correct? No. Same hinge statement ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರ್ರಿ ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ prelims question beautiful question ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Those who have studied editorials and all, it becomes easy for them. Earlier it was discretionary kind of thing. Now it is not discretionary anymore. Okay, the moment you are saying no, you must send the bill back to house. Okay, and not mandatory. This is earlier scenario. Okay, but now there was a presumption that governor's power to withhold assent from the bill is absolute. Earlier view it is. Earlier it was like absolute. Nobody can touch it. Okay. Next, CJI by linking withholding with the sending of the bill. This is a new creative interpretation. Creative interpretation. So that is the moment he is withholding, automatically the bill goes to house. Okay, that means he enjoys only suspensive veto. Suspensive veto. And also reservation veto, means keeping the bill to the president. Okay. For reconsideration, virtually knocked out the option of withholding the assent. That's what. This is no more practically available. Absolute veto is not available to governor. Is it written in the constitution? No. I'm saying absolute veto is not available to governor. Is it? It is there that absolute veto is there. Allide. I had the ulta kodtare statement. You know that yes, judgment is there, correct? Judgment is the creative interpretation. Judgment is not amending the constitution. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗತ್ತಾ ತಿಳಿದ್ವಿ ಯಾಕೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತೀರಿ ಸರ್ ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಜಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂತು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ನೋ ಮೋರ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಂಜಾಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಪವರ್ yes in reality he is not enjoying but constitution amendment is not there. Supreme Court judgment says that if they says that so governor does not enjoy absolute veto power, true or false? Governor, simply no other prefix suffix, governor does not enjoy absolute power on the bills. True or false? Why? Why it's false? That's why I'm asking absolute veto power. I'm not telling suspensive veto. Governor does not enjoy absolute veto over the state bills. True or false? False. Why false? It is true. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು if they mention as per the constitution, they will mention in the constitution as per the constitution. So Supreme Court judgments are equivalent to constitution. When he is openly saying yes, in reality that is the truth. But as per the constitution, governor does not enjoy absolute power, absolute veto power. Wrong. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ನಿತ್ಯ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅಮ್ಮ. ಎನಿ ಬಿಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, Government passes something. Neeve governor. What you can do? Okay, done, passed. Say putting sign. Another option is saying no. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ನೋ ಅಂತ ಎಷ್ಟು ತರ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು? ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ನೋ means no. I will not make it as a bill. Second is sending back the bill. Please look once. I am not ready to accept this. Okay. Again, okay, they will look into it. They may make the changes or may not make the changes. They will send it back. That is called as suspensive veto. Veto means saying no. Voting power. Saying no. Suspensive veto. And you are not taking any decision, simply keeping quiet. That is called as pocket veto. You are keeping that in the pocket and no action. Okay, another option is sending bill to president. But as per the recent judgment, this absolute veto, you cannot say no. You cannot keep in pocket. You can only send the bill back to the house. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಮತ್ತೆ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಕೇಳಬೇಕು. ಉಳಿದವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಕೋತಾರ ಅಂತ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. ನನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್. It is about in-depth knowledge and also about the wordings, how they play the tricks. Same statement can be right, same statement can be wrong. If they say as per the constitution, he don't enjoy absolute power, wrong. Sir, I will show into Article 200. Where is the amendment? Simply they say governor does not enjoy absolute power over the statements. Correct. Because in practice they are not enjoying. They will clearly mention why you are worrying. ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ, ಓಪನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕಲಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾನಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ನಾನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದನ್ನ. ಸಿ, ಗೋ ಬೈ ದ ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್. ಟ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಹಿ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. ನೀವ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾರ್ಮ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗೋ ಹೆಡ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅವನಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನ್ ಬೇರೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. When he is asking, he is clearly mentioning as per the constitution, governor does not. So then we are very clear. Okay, he is asking about constitution only. So when he is giving general, yes, in reality, what is there? That you have to check. That's it. Yes, governor does not enjoy, is not enjoying absolute power over the statements. Then sometimes he may give specifically as per the Supreme Court, that he will not give. Only constitution he will mention. Otherwise, he will not mention. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ನೀವ್ ಯಾಕೆ ತಲೆ ಕಟ್ಸ್ಕೊತೀರಿ? ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಓಕೆ, ಹಿ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್, ಹಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಎಂಜಾಯ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್, ಇನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಇನ್ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಟಿಲ್ ನೌ ಫಾರ್ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ನೌ ಇಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ನಾವ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, 1000 ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಈ ತರ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ವಾಪಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನೀವು ತೆಗೆದು ನೋಡಿ. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ಗೆ 450 ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್, 460 ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಟು ಪಿಕ್? ಸೊ he will look into the topics, what all happened in this year. So he will say, governor, yes, I must ask about this. Twist it and ask it. One topic. Then he will say suspension of MPs. So, okay, let us ask about speaker role with respect to suspension. Speaker or chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Then he says, vice chancellor, means the same, governor respect only. So he is saying no to become, means remove that. Chancellor is governor. Vice chancellor will be there for the universities. Because by default, chancellor is governor. They wanted to change that, but Kerala governor is not allowing that. So they may ask about, okay, vice chancellor and chancellor. Who is the chancellor? So got it. So let us ask about polity question on that. Okay. So elections are going. Election commission amendment happened. So let us ask about election commission appointments, election commissioner appointment. Because 2 versions are there. One is Supreme Court version, another is now new version. So he will give old one also. Who are there in the selection committee of the election commissioner? He will give PM, opposition party member, CJI, as well as nominated member of the cabinet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, like that. All are there. Only 3 are there. Got it? As per the new trend, all are there. Only 3 are there in the selection committee. Above only 2 people are there. Like that. So he will pick that question. And what else? What's the news with respect to polity? 370. Supreme Court upheld that it is correct. Okay. So with respect to delimitation commission, he will question. Okay. And about women reservation with respect to parliamentary elections or state legislative assembly elections. So they will list like this. ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ 450 ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್. ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ಗು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್, ಔಟರ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್, ಔಟರ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್, ಔಟರ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ನಾನು. You need to be thorough in current affairs because most of the questions will flow from there only. But once it comes, you need to make in-depth preparation in that topic only, not in all the constitution provisions. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೀನ್ ದಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಡಿ ಬಸ್ ಆಗಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ವೇರ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್, ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಯು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ. ದ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅವೇರ್, ಎಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್, ಎಸ್ ದರ್ ಆರ್ ಹೈ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್. ಈಗ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ರಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಗೆ ಇತ್ತು ತಾನೆ? ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದ ಪಾಲಿಟಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್? ಅಲ್ಲ, ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಏನಾರ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಸಿ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಮ್. ದೆನ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ನೆನ್ಪಿರೋದು ಹೇಳಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಮತ್ತೆ? ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ he asked. Then okay, anyway, say it is not difficult to judge the questions. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಈಸಿಲಿ you can make it. Instead of you don't need 100 questions. Make thorough preparation like this. Make sure that 50 questions will flow from there and you'll clear the exam. Supreme Court judgments particularly. Okay, sir. ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಜಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್. ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. People think that only it is current affairs class. People, okay, I can read it. Yes, you can read it. It is not about reading, it's about learning how to write the answer, how to pick the question, ಯಾಕೆ ಸರ್ ಬರೀದಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು 10 ಸರಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಒಂದ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಗೆಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎವಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಗೆಸ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಏರಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ. Definitely they will ask about Forest Rights Act because it is in news. Amendment, IT Amendment Act, they will ask. So always think, yes, this question will come and I will make preparation. So then you will clear exam easily. People think about I will write 100 tests, 1,000 tests. No, it's of no use. Without your proper preparation, it's of no use. You need to understand why this question will come. ಅದು ಬರ್ದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗ. You must be able to say why this will come, because this is in news, this is twist is there. If it is not, if it is normal, they will not ask. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? So twist is there, big difference is there, they will ask. So prepare for that. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ think like this. Why they are going to ask this question? What is so important about this? Is there any twist? Is there any new addition? So if it is there, then there are high chances they will ask. Like that, if you do for 1,000 topics, out of that 50 will come. That helps you to sail through. And basic knowledge and all, some 20 questions will help. So overall 70, and for cutoff, that is enough. Okay. So the judgment says if the governor decides to withhold assent, he has to send it back to Assam. Idaithalva. immediately for reconsideration, in which case no other option except to give assent. So that's what he's saying. Suspensive veto is practically available. Also in the constitution, it is available. So, but this is not going to end. This judgment is not an end for state government problems, because another option is still there. Okay. So in Punjab case, okay, so Supreme Court said that governors cannot delay the bill, but they did not mention about, you know, what is the time limit? That is still a problem. Supreme Court says take as soon as possible. What is that as soon as possible? Again, debatable issue. On the bill for president consideration, okay, reserving bill for consideration of the president is an absolute option still available to governor. Nobody can stop them from, okay. So this is an absolute option. Again, they will ask this. So is it a discretionary power? Yes, discretionary power. So giving it to president is a discretionary power. So what kind of bill he can do? Okay. So these are the bills which derogate from the powers of the High Court in such a way as to endanger the constitutionally designed position of that court. If certain bills which are taking away the powers or derogating the powers of High Court, in such cases he can keep the bill for president. Okay. But nowhere in the bill it is mentioning like it is going to, again it's an interpretation. So he will easily take that opportunity. So basically, once it is reserved, the central government, union government will take the decision on behalf of president. You know that. So they are telling about Kerala governor's issue that we have discussed. Let us not waste time on that. See this point. Please remember this. A governor can reserve bills for consideration of the president at his discretion. Constitution is silent on this. The moment constitution is silent, it is understood that it is discretion. Explicitly, it is not saying anything. That means it is discretion only. Okay, but constitution does not say discretion or nothing. But the moment it is not saying anything, it is as good as discretion. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? So, and again, they are talking about one more issue, that is ordinance. Ordinance making power of the. So, 123 is the ordinance making power of the president. 213 is the ordinance making power of the governor. Nitya. That is like a law making power of the governor and president. Ordinance means. So with the ordinance making power of the governor, under this provision, in certain cases, governor can promulgate ordinance only with the instruction from the president. Okay. Under class B of the above article, that is 213 class B, the governor can promulgate ordinance only with the instruction from the president in case where he would have deemed it necessary to reserve a bill containing the same provisions as in the ordinance. So this is also prelims question. So ordinance, they will ask how they will ask. They will tell like on the instruction of the state government. On the instruction of the state government. So ordinance can be passed with the instruction of the president when a bill is kept for reservation. Suppose a bill is, they want to make a bill regarding some issues. So now it is under president. So, but that bill, that act need to be in place. What president will say, until this bill is clear, pass an ordinance. When the bill is in reservation, okay, he will say that On this bill, I will give the instruction, you pass the ordinance. So that law will be in effect. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? So definitely they will ask this question. ಏನು ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು? ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು? ಆರ್ಡಿನನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಏನೋ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ, ಸೆಷನ್ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಓಕೆ, he will say the governor to pass the ordinance. So on the instruction of president. Okay. So that's what. Otherwise, state will guide him, pass the ordinance. When because that is saying how to behave. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಬಿಲ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ಟು ಏನೋ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರನ್ ದ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ನೌ. And bill is in president hand. But now president can direct, okay, you pass an ordinance for this. So, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗತ್ತಾ? The words deemed it necessary, as the moment it says, it is like discretion. Okay, they always feel it is necessary. Indicate the making of judgment by the governor in terms of constitutional scheme of power of legislative division. Governor cannot act on his own whims while deeming necessary to reserve the bills. So, but they are misusing it. Okay, it clearly says that the situation must arise, then only he can keep the bill for reservation. But again, one more judgment or definitely it will come. Okay. And one more provision, I think the fifth provision what we are discussing today. So when the bill is in the president's hand, state bill, okay, so that is mentioned in article 254. Okay, so one more important thing is there. For example, we know that there is union list, there is state list, there is concurrent list. Okay, state is also concurrent list is important here. State list state will do, central list center will. In concurrent list, state is doing a law, center is also doing a law. Ibru law madi. Okay, now governor will feel that okay, this is in the concurrent list, state is also, the center is also have law, and I want to reserve this bill. Now how the decision will be taken, or when he can keep the bill for reservation? When the points are conflicting, union law versus state law conflicting is there, we call it as repugnant. When the provisions are repugnant, then he can keep the bill for reservation. Because it is conflicting, please look into it, which will prevail. You have to take the decision. Because state is saying something else and union is that cannot run. So only one law should be there. Then same provision should be there. Okay. So concurrent list, center is also making a law, state is also making a law, because concurrent list both can do. Then the provisions are repugnant, that means conflicting. So you cannot sign that. So it is conflicting. It may be conflicting, it may not be conflicting, another issue. So he feels it is conflicting. Governor. Artha agtideya? He feels it is conflicting. Okay. But let us take the assumption it is conflicting, then he can keep the bill. Because it is conflicting, you look into it. You say whether it can be accepted or rejected or whatever modification to be done. Artha aita? Simple. Governor should allow. Can keep the bill for president. ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋಗಳು, ಅದು ಇದನ್ನೇ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಇದನ್ನ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ? ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಈ ತರ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ 450 ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ಪಾಲಿಟಿನೇ 1 ವರ್ಷ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್, ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಸೇ ನೋ 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 ಇದು ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಕಾಂತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ನೋ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳೋದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್. ಮೇನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟಫ್ ಸಿಗೋದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸಿಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇನ್ಸಿಗೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ, ಬರೋದೇ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಅವ್ರು ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವ್ ಯಾಕ್ರಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ? ಅವರು ಬಿಲ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾವ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗೋಣ? ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರೋದು ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ. ನೀವು ಓಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹುಡುಗನು ಓಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಬ್ರು ಮದ್ವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋಣ? ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇರೋದು ಸರ್ ಹಿಂಗಂತ ಅವಾಗ ತಾನೇ ಸಜೆಷನ್. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗಲ್ವಾ ಇದು. So, state law on the item in the concurrent list will prevail in the state even when it contains a provision repugnant to the provisions of the existing central law if it has been reserved for the consideration of the president. But that will be live till the president takes the decision. That is what they are telling. For example, that bill is with the president. That point is with the president. Till that point, even if it is conflicting, still it will be existing in the state. But once he takes the decision, then it will be curtailed. That's what they are saying. That this would mean that bill on current subject can be or needs to be sent to president for assent only if it contains the repugnant. But ಅದನ್ನ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟ್. If it is conflicting, then only you send the bill to president ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಪ್ರಿಟೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ಹೌದು ನನಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅನಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೂಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಓಕೆ ಡೈವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ತಲೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೇ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇದೆ, ರಿಪಗ್ನೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ದನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಸೆಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಫ್ಲಿಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್. But what happens? He will say that even though it is not conflicting, he says that I feel it is conflicting. Okay. But one provision says even if it is conflicting, still that law can run in the state until the decision taken by the president. That is as per the article 254. But it does.
As per the central government.
No. In state also, until because decision is not yet taken. That's what, until the decision, when it is in the president hand, till that point. State. Because it is not yet decided, right? It is whether conflicting or not. Why simply will takes the moment it is decision sign agbekalva. After that it will be repealed. Till that point it can continue. Though some existing provisions later also he can keep it for president opinion. Governor, he can take the bill and means provision and reserve it for the president. Okay. Law admelu kuda. So in such cases, what rule says very simple. Conflicting when concurrent list, two are making the law, which one will prevail? So central law will prevail. This is general thumb rule. Another is there. State has done it for the first time. ಈ ಕೇಸ್ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಲಾ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Now center has done it. Now it is already running. Now because center has done, governor feels that look into this case. Until he takes the decision, it will be continuous. That is the case you are asking. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So already it is there. Many times it says that before it has done means sometimes it will allow. Example is reservation bill for Tamil Nadu. What is the reservation in Tamil Nadu? 59%. Got it? The law says, as per Indra Savani case also, it cannot cross 50%. So in that case, that prevailed because state has done earlier, center has done later point of time. So we cannot take away the rights already given to someone. So after this, many states tried to do, but it was discarded. Example, many states tried to cross that 50%, it was rejected. But Tamil Nadu case, it was not rejected because they did earlier. So these repugnancy ilva anta kelidre, it is not conflicting. It is about giving more reservation. It is all about interpretation. You can say conflicting means conflicting, or it is just given rights to more people. So artha agtideya how it is there. Andre a lot of room for discretion, and definitely they will use it. In fact, president has no jurisdiction to scrutinize and give assent to bill exclusive on a subject in the state list. That is correct. Concurrent list he can take. Okay, but state list, see, you don't have jurisdiction, but still they are taking, no? ಇದೇ ಬೇರೆ ಮಾಡೋದ್ ಬೇರೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ. State list because of the federal scheme of legislative division. Therefore, it would seem that if governor sends a bill on the state matter to the president, it would be an abdication of the constitution of the governor. That is wrong ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಕಳಿಸಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. If they are sending like that, they are not doing their duty properly. Because it's a threat to federalism. Okay. See, in general, this is correct. In general, this is correct. But star mark is there, multiple star mark. One, it is violation of basic structure, federal threat. Second, if it is really hurting the powers of the High Court, taking away the powers of the High Court, then he can keep it. So it depends upon star mark. So you look at the statement. They will also make sure that it is not absolutely correct, or okay, they will make it like can something like that can only. You know, he will do it. But if they say as per constitution, then say no. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಪಾಲಿಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ರೋಪಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಇನ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಆರ್ ಯು ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಈಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಎಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಎಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. It is there in particular act. Yes, it is there. In practice, what is there? Many things are there. Like, for example, preventative detention. As per constitution, 2 months. But in reality, 3 months. Why? The moment it becomes a law, it is not implemented. Implementation task has to be done. Correct? Implementation should be done. That case, implementation is not done. Even it is done long back ago.
For 2 months.
As ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. They mention as per constitution. Then you said 2 months. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಅದನ್ನೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರಮ್ಮ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಅವರು. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ ಇದು ಹಿಂಗಿದಾವೆ ಅಂತ? ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ they are mentioning as per constitution, as per constitution. Whether it is there or outside, it is there.
Only when they give in practical, you should tell it's 3 months.
Yes, means that if they mention constitution, then you say 2 months. Otherwise, the preventive detention can be up to 3 months. Correct. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಅವ್ನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಲರ್ನ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ UPSC. ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೇನು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ವೈ ಐ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೊಸ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತನಾ? ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಹೊಸ ಕ್ವಶನ್ 1000 ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಟು ಮಿಮಿಕ್. ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾದಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಏನೋ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ UPSC. ಓಕೆ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ರೈನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್. It is not English language. It is UPSC language. So they are giving a indirect set of instructions regarding the language what they are using. ಅದನ್ನ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಬರ್ದೆ, ಈ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಬರ್ದೆ, ಬರೀರಿ ಬೇಡ ಅನ್ನಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಸ್ UPSC ಪೇಪರ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್, ಸರ್, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಕೋರಿಂಗ್ 130, 140. I was the topper in test series, but failed in PGS1. Because that paper what you have written is not designed by UPSC. If you are topper, don't lose your heart. I said once, my student called just before 1 week, completely sir disheartened. I am unfit for this. This what happened? I wrote a test. I am scoring just 12 marks. Come to institute. I gave her previous year question paper. She scored around 110, 112. This is your strength. I will prepare a paper. Can you bet me? I will prepare a paper where you cannot score even 1 mark. I will bet. If somebody is ready to say, I will do that. So I can make like that. So don't go by the, making paper tough does not mean that simply I will start asking what is article, 20 bar 1, 20 bar 2, 20 bar 3. You will not read, I know that. So please understand what UPSC is expecting, please. Then she got the conference. And okay, she is consistently scoring prelims GS1 more than 100 only. Still she felt like that because of that paper. So that is marketing technique. If they feel difficult, so it will attract it. Okay, if I go there, I will learn more things. That's a thing. If it is very difficult, okay, in their institution, they are giving us more, stuff so that I can score better. I am very poor. If I show you are poor, then only you will come to me. If you are very good, you will not come to me. If doctor says there is a problem in your report, then only you will go. Jyotishi, if they say some problem with your horoscope, then only you will go to. Your horoscope is fantastic, no problem at all. Means okay, thank you. You'll just pay 100, 200 rupees and he'll come back. He don't need your 200 rupees. He need your 10,000 rupees for doing some. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ? Please understand, it is simple. Don't make it complex. This exam is simple. Always focus on UPSC papers. Take throughout the year what exams are happening, CAPF exam, everything. So that will guide you more than including topper as paper. I'm saying we are trying to mimic. Yes, as per the need. But always I focus. First you finish previous papers, then take the tests. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? Always focus on that old questions. So that language helps you to put the right answer, not just subject knowledge. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಅದನ್ನ ತಲೆಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. And I also try to show you, time bala hogutte, but how the questions are framed, so that ನಾನೆಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. But whenever you read article, you will understand, okay, you will also start pointing out this question can be framed. That is what I want. Okay, I don't want to give you fish. I want to teach you how to catch the fish. So from the above analysis, it can be concluded governor cannot send to the president for assemblies which are exclusive on the state subject. So this is clear. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ? He also cannot send bills on the concurrent subject if they do not contain repugnant to central law. See, this summary they are giving. If it is not repugnant, he cannot send. Again using cannot. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? Because it is constitution clearly not giving. That's why he is also saying the same thing. Cannot. If the governor thinks that bill contains unconstitutional provisions, then he can send it back to assembly. Governor is not personally responsible for anything done in the government. So anyway, something goes wrong, nobody is going to punish him. So government is going to take the blame. Why you are so much telling that something is going to happen, I will be responsible? No. Further, constitutional validity of law is decided by court, neither the governor nor the president. If something wrong, again court will say, why you are worried so much? Okay, when as per people wish, you do and accept it. So it's nice ending. So your answer should be having such ending. If it is burden on you, you will be worried too much. Okay, anyway, you are going to ask me at that time only. I will be punished. So I want to be very strict with respect to this. So when they are responsible, and either you are president responsible or Supreme Court will tell. Don't worry.
Sir, you cannot send.
Yes.
As per the constitution. No.
That's why the spelling cannot, or they will use should not, must not. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇದೆ. See, 10 years back, knowledge was sufficient to clear the exam. Now it's not the knowledge. Interpretational knowledge, in-depth knowledge, mainly interpretational knowledge is very important now. Even though you'll make it wrong because you feel it is something else. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು words ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ focus ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. So grassroots democracy as the bulwark against the moist. So Naxalism. Okay. So what is Naxalism? Just tell me. What is Naxalism? Anyone? What is Naxalism?
Generally, in the state, when some people go against the system of law, right, they say that they make their own laws.
Not satisfied with the government. So people need power. This is a ideology, left-wing ideology, okay, which opposes the state because it is not giving the power to the people. So power should lie in the hands of the people. That is the ideology, but it isn't. That is in the beginning it was there. Now they are only doing business, nothing else. In West Bengal, a place named Naxalbari. In West Bengal, Naxalbari village, it started to give the rights to the people. Okay, because government is not taking. Initially, government took it as a law and order problem. Law and order. So they believed in police state. What is the meaning of police state? For any problem, lathi is the solution. You are protesting? Okay, put you behind bars, hit you, so make you disperse. That is police state. What is welfare state? So in during British time, it is police state. Okay. So what is welfare state? So yes, it takes off your developmental activities, take care of you. That is welfare state. So why Naxalism grew in India? So earlier they treated it like a law and order problem. That is the problem. They suppressed heavily in West Bengal area. Got it? So that spread to neighboring state, neighboring state, neighboring state. You know what is red corridor? What is red corridor? So red corridor means where the Naxalism is spread. Okay. So in how many states it spread? 9 states. Okay. So this is red corridor. Got it. So this is completely red corridor. That means in all these places, Naxalism was there. Okay. But so that is also coastal areas. Naxalism was there. Ill red full torsidana yella akade ide antalla. That state is also affected. They are not showing particular areas. Simply they are telling that which states are covered. Okay. So, but now it is not the case. Only it started with one district, but because of their suppression, it spread. Here they are suppressing, they went to other state, like that happened. Then they understood this is not a police problem. This is a welfare problem. Give them road, give them school, give them water, give them everything so that they will support you. Okay, they will leave the Naxalism. So many activities, give surrender, we'll give house, we'll give land, everything. Government did so many welfare programs. Some were misused. He was not an Naxal at all. Simply he'll come with a gun and give, I am leaving Naxalism. Give me one house and give me 1 acre land. So many misuse. And retired people, Naxalism, retired people will be there, no? Because of age. They also went, I am leaving Naxalism, give me 10 lakh compensation and this thing. So whatever. But government suppressed it heavily. So now again it is back to just 34 districts. Okay. So recent now those are going for interview, no? So many of them wanted to put Chhattisgarh as option, like I will put IPS, Naxalism area. At max another 5 years, no more Naxalism will be there. So for both IAS, so some people rejected Chhattisgarh. No, sir, Naxalism problem is I will not go there. Happily go there, don't worry. Another 5 years it will be there. Not more than that. That is a deadline. Now also, now itself it is suppressed. Some people, no, sir, I will tackle Naxalism. I want to go there. For you also the same answer. You have to focus on other problems. So Naxalism is not a biggest problem now. Another 5 years. Okay. So it will be over because government has understood nobody can beat the state. Please understand. Okay. Non-state actors cannot beat the state. So states are so having so much resources, support of the people, powerful. Okay. Everything is there. So you cannot even dream of uh, fighting against the state and winning. Impossible. Okay. So the grassroots democracy as a bulwark against the moists. Yes, that's what they are saying. The moment you empower the people, they will become strong, then they will give up. So they had the hope. Naxalism put hope for the people. No, we will take care of you. We will do everything. Now everyone has understood. It is not possible. Okay, and government is doing road. These people are blowing that road, destroying that road. School, destroying the school. So people also understand. Okay, they are telling that for our purpose, school is there. They are destroying it. Now it is purely business. Why they want to continue means purely 800 crore business it is per year. 800 crore. Kidnapping a SP, demanding money. So it is a illegal weapon supply help ಮಾಡೋದು, demanding, taking money. Drugs. So it has become a business. Extortion. Only for that purpose they want to keep it live. Okay. So but in the only 34 district is left, there also still is a problem. For that purpose, they are writing this. Assembly elections in Chhattisgarh are done and dusted. Equation in the context of tribal votes did matter immensely in the calculation for each political party. Okay, because tribal population is more in Chhattisgarh. Okay, tribal voters have 34% of the vote share in the state. Moist insurgency in the country presently thrives in the tribal regions of Chhattisgarh, particularly in Bastar district. Tribals from the main cadre base of the movement, election in the moist strongholds or the scheduled 5 areas have always been affected by violence in the backdrop of the boycott calls. Moist are still saying that no, boycott the elections. That's what who are believing in this left-wing ideology, Maoism. That is inspired from the Maoism. Okay, what he said, give the power to the people. Okay, the real power should be vested with the people. But if you give really power to these Naxals, it will be anarchy. Sometimes it will be like that only. Outside, they will be shouting like anything. You don't know administration, do. Okay, you only do, they will fail. You know, many people like that, right? They'll be doing, writing articles against government and this and all. When they become MPs, gone. So the same story with the Maoists also. Okay. So they always say that boycott this election because they are against government. Okay. So in that area, see, only the voter turnout was just 3 to 4%. So that's what that area also you have to improve. Okay. So see, the moist are for the people cause like that they are brainwashing those people. Okay. In the beginning, it was like that only, no doubt about it. But now it is no more like that. Only in few areas still that is there. So author is saying that please, ensure that democracy will set up there, empower the people, local people over there, so that Naxalism can be eliminated. See, parallel government, that is Jantana Sarkar. They want to establish, we will only provide whatever you need. Now they will provide because they want that hold. But compared to government, they cannot provide, means that much resource they cannot have. So I don't want to discuss about this. PESA, you know that Panchayat Raj extension to scheduled areas. So it is empowering the people, giving the power to Gram Sabha. So they are more powerful, more funds are there. It is a non-lapsable fund. Non-lapsable means whatever money is given will not be taken back in any case. Okay. For other department and all, they have to give back if they left money to the government after March. After March 31st, if the money is still there in the government, they have to send it back. But here, no, it is not lapsable. So this PESA after 1996, okay. So giving more power to these people, tribal people, scheduled area people, correct? So even these moist areas also comes under the scheduled area. Got it? Yeah, that's it in any law story. So they're telling about empower them using the existing laws, powerful. Use the FRA, use the PESA. So empower them. That is the only solution so that they will come out of this, see, local people believe them. But that's what I'm saying. From one district to 9 states, again back to just 30, 34 districts. Recently, our Home Minister said that only in 34 districts it is okay. Definitely in 5 years, it will become zero. Okay. Because almost from 250 district to coming to 34. Okay. So another editorial is about this governor. Kerala's government conflict should not result in belligerent protest. So you can read this. It's simple. The same thing that out of 10 bills, one bill he sent back to one he gave assent, 9 bill he put to President reservation, and the same issue. Okay. And above this, one more is there that is regarding about this suspension, right? Yes, legislative decline. Many times UPSC has asked mains question. Again, they will ask this. See, repetition. ನೀವು ಏನೇನೋ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. All old question paper, if you answer, your rank is guaranteed. ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, 10 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ವೈನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ಬಾಟಲ್. See, legislative decline, different reasons are there. Now this is, but question is almost expecting all the points. They will not ask only about suspension. Why the legislative, legislative power or the democratic setup is appears to be declining, justify something like that. See, again the same points from the first Lok Sabha, how many debates, how they are not discussing properly, educated, so that respect what they are not giving, the session length is less. Okay, the suspension is happening so that no debate is happening properly, speaker is acting partial. Same points. Triggering point is this one. The same question. You said you list all the economic question, you list all the political question. You just see how many themes are repeated. Themes. You don't say word to word, sir. Where is the question repetition? Same things. Same. Just easy the exam. Take it like a marathon. Okay, I will write all the 20 years question paper of mains. Done. I will attend all 4,000 questions of prelims plus current affairs. In prelims, they are making the way of asking difficult. Topics are almost same. So this is this also you can read. Head.
So in first article we discussed about this law of trade. The Supreme Court has held the federalism. It empowered the states.
Yes.
So, but we discussed about the Supreme Court was not upheld the
That is with respect to Article 380, 370.
ಇದನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಕೋರಿಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
See, that is what Supreme Court also says. See my other decisions. This is an like need. So what government thought is I cannot interfere in that. That's why I said right. And, one more decision also it did like that, right? With respect to same-sex marriage, it said that it is the duty of the law. So I said, okay, now Supreme Court is aware of its duty. Earlier, it has given so many decisions without telling the government, right? So Delhi, they said that to make pollution-free, launch the CNG buses. Is it the duty of the Supreme Court, Miss High Court, Delhi High Court? So it is now it is aware of its duties, but that is correct. You cannot deny it. Yes, it is the duty of the Parliament to do that. But in earlier cases, also it was not the duty of that's what judicial activism, judicial overreach we say. Okay, but you cannot say it is wrong. So here also like that only thing. Means you can use it like balancing, not like only one-sided decisions. Now I expect for this suspension, Supreme Court will clearly say, no, this is against a democracy. You cannot and suspend it any period also they have not mentioned. Yes, for few days that is no even. So it's like a punishment kind of thing. But that also they have not mentioned. Correct? No, that's what. Is it mentioned? Means forever the say disqualified election will happen. Disqualified election will happen. In previous case also, in Maharashtra, I guess. So they suspended for 1 year. Court said clearly, you are harming the people of their constituency, not them. For 1 year they are not working with people will be suffering. You cannot suspend them for longer period. I'm expecting the same judgment type of verdict from the Supreme Court. When they go to court. Okay. So if they are disqualified, then you can say directly election will happen. Okay.
One method is they have said Supreme Court will do the decision on January. They'll hear the case about the suspension. They have gone to court.
That's what we'll wait for that. I am expecting. Okay. So it should give like I think it will come like this only. It is against democracy, so you are not supposed to suspend them for longer period or something. Because in Maharashtra case they said that. Disqualification, yes, election immediately. Because that seat became vacant. In suspension, period is not mentioned. Okay. If they period ಹೇಳಿದಾರಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. So that is not like a disqualification. Suspension is different, disqualification is different. Disqualification is permanent, seat will become vacant. So once you become officer, you will be suspended, means your seat is there. Temporarily, you will be absent from the duty. That is suspension. So how they treat, they have to see. It is up to you. It is up to you. Both sides will be happening. Okay. It depends upon the judge who is sitting there. Correct? Once again the judge changes based upon his mentality, again the things will be changing. This many times we have discussed. If you have any. See, it is very difficult. So many things happened. Again, ಅವ್ರ ಚಾಪೆ ಕೆಳಗೆ ತೂರಿದ್ರೆ ರಂಗೋಲಿ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇವರು ಕ್ರಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಕೋರ್ ಒಳಗೆಲ್ಲ ತೂರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಲಾ ಯು ಮೇಕ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್. Anti defection law, it is so strong, but again they are playing different tricks. Same Maharashtra, they split the party and joined there. They can't apply this anti-defection law itself. If you are changing the party simply after winning, this anti-defection law will take action against them. Okay.